So we've got here a Louisiana grill just picked up from Costco. Note to anybody with a Ford Escape, it fits in with about 1 inch to spare, maybe a little bit less than that. Had some nice gentlemen help load it up. We're looking at the LGC ER377, and I'm going to start unboxing it. Strapping's off and cut open the end. Let's see what I've got. More boxes. Boxes and boxes. Here we go. Let's dig a little deeper. Okay, the big reveal. Let's see what we got. Oh wow. I'm going to need help for that. I was hoping it was going to be in pieces and I could take the top and the bottom and the innards, but it is just one big beast. Okay, so I'm guessing all the other stuff is inside. And that's correct. I don't have enough room to open it. Let's get this thing slid a little bit forward and see what I can do. Okay, I've got it emptied out. Firebox is still in there along with some packing material. But I don't have room to get that out yet. So inside, I believe, was the chimney cover, the grill cover, plate setter, or whatever they call it for these. I'm a big green egg person. Got the grill assembly, and I'm guessing that's the cage down below. So I'm going to start by unboxing these items and see what we have. Okay, so we've got the wings. I guess the frame is in the boxes, and we've got a bunch of parts. So let's get this thing put together. So grabbed a brand new Louisiana grill, Kamado grill at Costco last weekend, and got that thing set up, and I'm about to fire it up for the first time. How clean it looks. It'll never look this good ever again. Costco did not have any lump charcoal, so I stopped by Home Depot and picked up a bag of Royal Oak and these tumbleweed starters. I've used the Royal Oak charcoal before, but never the tumbleweed starters, so we'll try those out. And let's give this a try and fire it up. Let's see how it goes. So poured out the bag, or some of the bag, and there definitely are a bunch of little pieces, but we've got some decent sized pieces as well, so nice little mix. These tumbleweed starters, it says to put them inside a pyramid and to use one for 2 to 3 pounds of charcoal. I'm guessing I poured out about 3 pounds. So I'm just going to bury one in there. Leave a little bit to black and white. Grab my lighter. Let's fire it up. I moved recently and my old grill ended up going to somebody else, but the way I used to start fires is just using a heat gun, a little $25 heat gun that I bought at Home Depot, and bury that in the coals. Cheap version of a loaf lighter, if you will. We'll see how this goes. I know my heat gun is in a box somewhere, but I'm just being lazy and decided to give this a try. So I won't bore you all. We'll shut this down and I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll see how it goes. So we're about 7 minutes in and definitely feel some heat coming up from the center of that thing. Looks like that product has burnt out already. definitely see some hot coals in there. We'll let it sit a while longer and see what happens. Again, this is the first firing of a Louisiana Grill's ceramic Kamado grill that I bought at Costco a couple of weeks ago. So it's been about 20 minutes now. Almost 350. I'm not sure if I should keep it closed or open it. I know I should have burped it. With those magnet opener, it's a little harder to do that. But we definitely get a lot more red, so it's spreading. It's getting there. We'll check back in a little while and see what we got. And also hear that. Hear it? Hope you can hear it. Definitely stuff going on down there. So we're up to about 25 minutes now, and it's going pretty well. Definitely a hot fire. We'll leave it here for a little bit longer, let that fire spread some. But we've got a really good fire started. It's going to be great for searing some steaks. While it's heating up, let's take a tour of this thing, see what we've got. So we've got a screen which I can close off, open up, and they give you this tool to be able to reach in and get coals. Comes on a really nice nest. Hard rubber wheels. The wheels do have two locking casters that I've got positioned in the back. It's got two arms. Took about 15 minutes or so to build. The thermometer. Adjustable vent on the top. Really beefy hinge on the back. That was my old grill. Sad, wasn't it? Really beefy hinge on the back. Another arm here. Here we have it. The lid lifts very easily. Once you break the seal on the magnet, it's got a magnetic closure. It's got this metal seal on both the top and the bottom. One-piece firebox. This comes in two levels. There's a lower and an upper level. And it also contains an indirect component that can sit on there as well. We'll have that sitting in the garage. Don't need it today. Maybe the next clip I'll do a butt and see how that works. Okay, we'll check back in just a little bit again. Okay, we were 30 minutes in. We're over 500. Let's see how this thing looks. You can see I put the grate on. Yeah, that is hot. Time to sear some steaks. So let's see how they do. Sounds good. Keep an eye on these things for a little bit. We'll see how they do. Got my thermopen out just to check. And by the way, if you don't have one of these are the best things ever. Pretty close. Let's see how the steaks are doing. Not as much color as I'd like on that first one. Second one is looking a little better. Let me go for a little while. It's been a few minutes on the side too. One thing I have noticed compared to the big green egg I used to have is I've been burping this and I'm not getting flare-ups. By now I would have lost hair already on one of my arms in the big green egg. Ooh, that looks nice. Nice color. Much better. I think the other side was just a little damp when it went on. The steaks are drying out now. Let's tempt them, see how we're doing. We're still in the 80s. So we're going to give it a while. Which I expected. We'll check back in a bit. A couple of minutes later, we'll take a closer look. Doesn't look like much has changed. Oh. A little runaway there. And get it temp again. Getting close. 110 on the first one. Wow. And the second one is ready. Man, that fire's hot stuff. This for another 2 minutes or so. There's plenty of residual heat in the grill, so I'm going to actually close it down now. You can reuse lump charcoal several times. And get that closed down. And the fire will start to go out, but we're still well over 500 degrees. So there's plenty of heat. So my take on the Royal Oak charcoal and the Royal Oak tumbleweed starters both worked for me. Charcoal was able to get up to, at the thermometer, if you trust it, about 550 degrees. It was probably a little bit more than that based on what I saw from my Thermapen. And the starter is just one of those things, got a good fire going. It took about 20 minutes or so for the fire to get ready, 20-25 minutes. So I'd give them a thumbs up. The grill, first cook was solid. A nice steak out of that. Second one will be ready. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull it now. Again, no burping like I used to have to do with my green egg. Haven't singed any hair on my arm. You can see the fire's already getting a little darker, cut off from oxygen. It'll go out in a little while. I'm going to do a slow cook on it with a, like I said, a Boston butter or something to see how it does for a longer cook. But for a quick sear on the steak, I think it did okay.